Hey, I'm Seth with Land to House. Thank you so much for joining in. In the previous video, at the end, I mentioned that I'm going to be working with a group of people to renovate a building, and I started putting my name on some tools. Well, I found a better Sharpie to do that with, but we're going to be in a building that doesn't have electricity yet, or if it does, it doesn't have very many lights. So I'm going to take some of the solar lights that I have reviewed over the past little while, and I'm going to charge them up so that we can take them into that building and hopefully have some light to work with in there. So here is one that I actually liked a lot. Let's take this outside. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so these lights are pretty small, but they should hold a charge all day for the 6 hours we're going to be working in that building. So anyway, I've got a couple of these. Thought I would just hook them up and let them charge for a while. I think this one had a switch. Nope, not that one. So this one's got to be used with the remote here, which should be okay. It's got two of them. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and plug this up. Okay, so there's one. Just going to charge this up for a few hours today, and let's see what else I've got in here. That one may be one. Let's check that out. Yeah, Sanzi, nope. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Not going to work today for us though. So yeah, let's go ahead and just pull this bigger one here. And so this light here goes with that panel there. Should work out pretty good. In this construction project, we're going to have two crews on this first day. One is a demolition crew hauling junk out, and the other crew is going to be the building team. Not sure which side I'm going to be on yet, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling these batteries that are charged, set them aside, and continue down the line to get all of my stuff ready. It's going to be a couple days from now, but it should give me the chance to get everything charged up. And then I'm going to come through here with my Sharpie and just get my name on there. Should be good to go. Yeah. So Emma, what did you just tell Dad we need to do?
Clean up.
Clean up? Is Dad's workshop dirty? What should we do with all this? Sweep it?
Sweep it.
Okay, let's sweep it. How about you hold the dustpan, and I will sweep.
Okay. Give it to me.
Here's some dust.
There's some dust.
Alright. Should we throw it away?
Oh, yeah.
I think you have to go around those boxes over there.
These boxes?
Yep, around that way. Can you find it? Here you go. I'll move this other big box. There it is, right over there. Good job. Stick around for the end of the video where I tell you the exact measurements for the pin stock of the upcoming micro hydro project. Man, where'd all this wind come from?
Oh.
So this summer I'm going to be posting the series on building this kids' playhouse. It is coming along really well. I haven't really worked on it because it has been so cold, but anyway, I've almost finished with the sheathing. I got to do stuff like in there on the ladders and all that, but next will be windows. If you watched a couple of videos ago, I was trying to cut plexiglass, and so the thought is I'll have a big window in here. It'll be glass, double paned, but I'll have windows on the other three sides out of plexiglass that'll just have a little slide. At least that is the plan. What do you think, Emma? You like it? Yeah? That window's a little bit tall, isn't it?
Yeah. I want stuff for me.
Just for you? I probably should make the...
That's car.
You can see Dad's car? I probably should put the other windows down lower than I was thinking, just because the kids won't be able to reach. But Anyway, we're gonna have like chalkboard in here and
Daddy, I
a
love
little
it.
cooking kitchen. You love it?
I love it.
You do love it? Good. We're gonna have a slide off the front here, and then swings will be over on this side over here. But anyway, you can look forward to this Playhouse build whenever it comes out in a couple of months. We don't have a whole lot left on it. Windows, and then the railing needs to go in, slide, and that's about it. I'll probably do a video on installing two things. One is going to be a little solar fan that'll be up here in the corner just to pull hot air out.
I love a light.
Yes, and a light. I'm going to have a solar light in here with a switch.
With a pink. I want a pink slide.
You want a pink slide?
And I want a pink swing.
And a pink swing.
And I want a pink light.
And a pink light.
Uh-huh.
I'm also going to make a door for them. It's going to be a little Dutch door. So I don't know, I have to see how low I want to make it here for them. But
Pink. What have a pink wet on the window?
some curtains.
Yeah, some cookies.
That'll be fun.
And a bed.
And a little bed in here too.
Uh-huh.
You'll have a little tiny house. I think I'm going to go ahead and start hauling off some of this junk material here.
Swing, Daddy.
Oh, the hammock swing? It's a little bit too cold for a hammock swing. Whenever it warms up, we'll go swinging in that. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this material here, closer to the road. That looks a lot better. Just kind of cleaning up a little bit. Here you go, hop on down and we'll go back to our house. I'm gonna have 4 batteries, tape measure, my saw, impact driver, drill, combination square, got hearing protection, eye protection, pencil, a couple of these sleeves, some T25 drivers, drill bits, another sleeve. I've got the speed square, my little bag or belt bag there. I've got a couple of screwdrivers and some wrenches there. So that's probably what I'm going to take. I may think of something else. Yeah, pencil. But anyway, I think that's a good start. So go ahead and load these up. So I will be prepared for our work coming up here next week. And this is going to be a multi-day project. So I will bring you along as we get going there. I kind of anticipate this to be a project that lasts for about, I'm going to say 4 months. So don't worry, there's going to be plenty of content there. And as we're doing this, I may actually be assigned to certain little projects or with a small team of people on little projects. So we may have some videos with more content than others, but anyway, it should be fun. Man, this video is all over the place. I apologize for that. But if you've made it to this point, then you are a true fan of the channel. So what I'm going to do now is kind of do a couple more little things for the micro hydro turbine. They're not important enough to make actual videos on them, but I've got the tape measure again and some clippers. I'm just going to kind of skirt through the woods a little bit and find where the straightest point is to our intake. And then here is a property stake down in here. So I'm going to have the turbine in this little low area. So I'm going to take tape measure and get the actual distance from right here, straight line to the intake. Because when I'm buying my pen stock, I want to get the exact amount so I'm not having to pay more than I should. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And then when we get to the top, I want to find if it's better to go right or left to get up to my intake box. So anyway, that's the plan. And I probably won't even film but a second of this so you just get the idea of what's going on. It's cold out here. Oh yeah, so I just had an email from the Stony Ridge farmer which I made a video with a couple of weeks ago, and he has invited me back for a very special occasion. So I don't know when I'll be allowed to talk about that, but it should be really fun. So and it's an opportunity that may cause the channel to grow huge here, or maybe a flop. We'll find out, but more on that in the weeks to come. I'm back up here at my waterfall, which is the intake for the micro hydro. So I want to see what the distance is from here around this tree, and then I'm going to follow the hillside here until I get to right over in there where my tree is. I'm hoping I can get this under 250 feet. So sneak around and then just follow the hillside along to that point, because I found a source that has 250 feet of 4-inch corrugated pipe for $120, which is a pretty good price. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Look at my tape measure. Let's see what we got. There's my first 100 feet. I just have it laid down here. Now, the waterfall is where the tape goes, which is right there. I'll have to add about 10 feet to go around this tree and up this way to make sure I have the hose or the pipe always down from the waterfall. So I probably need to go about where, right here, up around this way. Okay, the tree that we're going to is right there. So I need to sneak around this way to keep that level. Okay, so the tree that I was wanting to use is this one with this little branch leaning against it, and this is 200 feet. Now I'm going to have about 10 feet to go around that tree, so we're looking at, let's see, here's 90. So let's just say that I could put the barrel right here and only have to buy 200 foot of that pipe, which could save me another $30, $40 or so. So that's pretty good. So hopefully I can get that 4-inch corrugated pipe at 200 foot instead of 250. Now, let's just consider that this is where we're going to be. If I had to buy the 250 foot roll, I could continue this around the hill for a little ways, I suppose. It would put us over in here somewhere. I don't know that that would help much, because you're looking at here just running straight down the creek. So yeah, I don't think it would do any good to go extra. So okay, now what I'm going to do, which I probably won't bring you along for until the end, is just lock down the measure here and then cut straight through, which I've been kind of following the creek here, so it's going to go between this big tree here, just straight on down, and see the exact footage I need for my 2-inch poly pipe. So 700 feet is actually right where this little tape measure ends here. So my thoughts are two things. I could stop at 700 feet and put it on the edge of the property right over here, or I can go the distance it's going to be down here, probably another 100 foot easy. But the difference is the drop from up here to down there is probably 15 feet. So I think the friction loss over the extra 100 foot is going to be less than the gain that we get for 15 feet. So let's just keep on measuring out here and see what we get. And the numbers are in for the length of the pin stock for the micro hydro. It's a little bit wonky right here, but I've got a straight line up to the top of the hill. 900 feet to right here, basically. And I'm calculating a little bit extra, like 10 feet or so, for some moving around with the creek. So I'm thinking if I can go for 900 feet, which is a lot longer than I was hoping. My previous measure was with the laser, and I just kind of bounced off trees. So 900 feet, which is still better than 1,000. So the last thing I want to do is, well, here's kind of where I want the turbine to go. This little soft spot right here. I'm going to make a little box that will have the drain. It'll just shoot off over in here to the water and continue on down. So that's what I'm thinking. This right here doesn't really ever get washouts because the creek is actually over there. And this is just a little seep spring here. So the next thing I want to do, and the last thing for this video, is I'm going to measure a straight wire run from right here over to the edge of the house. I would love this to be under 250 feet, but we'll see. Well, it's 280 feet from where I'd like to put the turbine all the way to the edge of the house over here. So, man, that's going to be annoying. So I'm actually going to have probably 350 feet because I'm going to want to bury it under there, probably come up the ditch line over there, have my neighbor put in a little ditch across the road so I can put some conduit in, come over and then up this way, and probably going to put my stuff in, I don't know, I guess I could go through the house right over here. But I'm going to have a carport here eventually where this little foiler shed is. So if I come around here and bury it deep enough not to mess with the water and power, but yet have it underground enough not to hit it with mower and stuff, just sneak it along this way, and I'll probably just put a hole in the house right here, kind of like what they've done with this for the internet. Just go straight through and then have my stuff in there. Anyway, it's a whole lot to work with, and hopefully this project will come to fruition in the summertime. But I'll have to go do some calculations now to see what 900 foot of penstock will produce, and then what we're gonna have for 350, because at 280 here, it's gonna require a lot more than, I'll have to do some more calculations. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have some comments on all of this, post it in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.